Just like I will do for all of my teams, in this video, I'm going to talk about some keys to success that I need for the Colorado Buffaloes football team to do in 2025. I think the interesting thing about my keys to success in 2025 is they're eerily similar to some of the keys to success I had in my 2024 for Colorado, because I think some things, while they have changed in some ways they really haven't changed, and they've just remained the same. And I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, it's not great. And so I'm hoping, though, that this year is the year we can kind of push them over the boulder. You get what I did there? No, but I hope this is the year that we can kind of push them over the edge. That was probably the wrong analogy anyways. But I hope this year is the year that we can really push them over the edge and we can really do some of the things that we need to do, because that offensive line is getting pushed and we are getting a movement and we're just going to roll through teams. Because I think if we can roll through teams, that would A, put my anxiety at rest, and B, that would be a different Colorado team than I have seen. So I'm ready to see that Colorado team. I'm ready for them to take that next step and be consistent and disciplined and all those things. Having said all of that, let me just start my list of things I hope Colorado does as we head into this 2025 season in order to be successful. One of the elements that I will be focusing on first snap of the season is going to be that offensive line. I don't even know what else to say other than we all know this offensive line has to be better, and we all know this offensive line has to be consistent, and we all just know this offensive line has to click and it has to look good. I don't really know what to say at this point. This is year 3 for Coach Prime, so I expect him to have this offensive line looking better, because I'm a little worried. However, let's hope that this year the guys that we brought in are going to be better. They're going to be better on the field, and they're going to work as a cohesive group. That is going to be very important. I need to see this offensive line look good. I need to see this offensive line look consistent, and I need to make sure that they can all work together. So I think Colorado has a history of not having a good offensive line. And so if they come out and they're good this year, I think a lot of people are going to feel more confident. And I think that's just going to give the team a boost to know that that offensive line is stable. I also think if that offensive line is stable, it's going to open up that offensive playbook. At least I hope that's what's going to happen. So the very first element that I'm going to be watching is this offensive line this year, because I need them to look good and I need them to come together. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And if you think about it, turn on those notification bells. And maybe if you want to make me really happy, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about this video. The second thing that is going to be very important, we should all know by now, is going to be the quarterback play. Whoever Coach Prime decides is going to play quarterback, the quarterback has to step up and make a difference. Now, I don't want the quarterback to be the sole reason why we win games. That would be fantastic. But I just want the quarterback to be consistent. I want consistent quarterback play. I don't need the quarterback to go out and play hero. I need him to play within the system. I need him to be consistent. Now, if he goes out and wins football games, whoever the quarterback is going to be, great, go win those football games. However, I want the team to be good enough to where we don't have to rely on the quarterback to go out and win football games. That would be absolutely fantastic. At the very least, protect the football. Do I want them to be absolutely phenomenal and have Heisman-like numbers and do all these great things? Absolutely. But I don't need them to do that. I just need them to not turn the ball over, to make good decisions, and keep those chains moving. I think we undervalue just moving the chains. I don't care if it looks pretty. I don't care if it looks unorganized. I don't care what happens. I just need for whoever is going to play quarterback to make it look good and to not do anything to cost the team. I don't need them to be a hero. I just need them to move those chains, protect the football, and do the little things right. If we can do the little things right and we have a little bit of balance on offense, I think that is great. So the second element I am going to be focused on for this Colorado Buffaloes team is, can we have consistent quarterback play? It doesn't have to be great. If it is great, I'll take great. I just need it to be consistent, and I don't need turnovers. I need us to do the very little things right, and I need us to play within the system and not be the reason why we lose games. If the quarterback position is not the reason why we lose games, I think that is a positive element, and we are on the right track. The other key element I am going to pay much attention to this season is this offensive play calling. What is this offense going to look like? Is it going to be balanced? Is it going to be consistent? Are we going to do things in this offense that make sense? Is this offense going to look like last year's offense, or is this offense going to look Or is this offense going to look like a new offense? I need this offense to look different. I need there to be some wrinkles. I need to see things that I didn't even know that we could do because we're that dynamic on offense. This offensive play calling, in my personal opinion, is going to be a very important element to this team because we need to be balanced. However, it's hard to have a balanced offense when your offensive line isn't balanced and when your quarterback isn't balanced. So in a lot of ways, this is like my triangle. My triangle is the first element, the first key to success is going to be the quarterback play. The second key to success is going to be the offensive line play. And then the third key to success is going to be the offensive play calling. That is my triangle that I feel like Colorado has to do this year in order to be successful, because without those things, I don't know if we can make up the difference. The other big key to success here, if I'm being honest, is this defensive line has to show up. This defensive line should be the most consistent thing on this team this year. This defensive line has the most tenure. This defensive line started to be better at the end of last year. A lot of people believe in Livingston a lot this year. And so I need that defensive line to step up and do what it needs to do. I need them to be able to stop the run. I need them to be able to know what gaps they need to fill. And I need them to go in there and wreck games. I need this defensive line to be the difference maker, because if they are not the difference maker, this Colorado football team is going to be in trouble. So I need this defensive line to step up, and I need them to be the glue of this football team, because if they are the glue of this football team, this Colorado Buffaloes team will win a lot of games. A lot of people are depending on Livingston. A lot of people think Livingston is all world, all everything. I need him to show that this year. I need him to get the best he can out of this defense this year. I need to see them take it up a notch, because if they are able to take it up a notch, I think this team is going to be good. If they are not able to take it up a notch and they are very similar to where they were at last year, I am going to be worried about that. But I do want to say this. I am not the type of fan that thinks that every single player on every single football team is going to be better. I will continue to say this. In some aspects, we have seen players already reach their peak. I believe I said this in my Steelers video. I believe I said it in my Texas video, and now I'm saying it in my Colorado video. Every single guy on this Colorado football team is not going to be better than they were last year. Honestly, some of them are going to regress. I'm okay with that. That is why you have depth and different people at different positions that can help this team and bring it all together and make it look good. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what to think right now. One thing I can say for sure about this team that I think we all think is that this defense should carry this team. This defense should be better than the offense. If the defense is not better than the offense, I'm not sure what that's going to mean, but I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting this defense to hold it down, do what it's supposed to do, and I'm expecting this offense to slowly kind of figure it out and get together in order to win a lot of football games. We all know by now my prediction when it comes to Colorado. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sit here and make people feel good with me not being exactly honest and truthful as to what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking. However, this is their time to go out and prove it. I am hoping this is the season where I hit record and I come on camera and I say that I was wrong, and I say that I had them all wrong, and I say that I didn't see something or I didn't consider something. That is what I want for this Colorado team, because I need them to be better than a lot of people think they are. Because if they are better than a lot of people think they are, then the Coach Prime experiment will have paid off. And I need the Coach Prime experience to pay off, because I want to see these new dynamics in college football. I want to see people shake the table. The sun is coming out. The sun even agrees with me. If Coach Prime is able to shake this table, if Coach Prime is able to do this, I think that says a lot for people that are usually counted out and a lot for people that are doubted. I feel like I would have a personal small win if Coach Prime figures this out. So I hope he figures this out, and I hope all of these different elements that I think will lead to success this season, I hope they're taken care of. I hope it's just another check mark, and the only thing I have to worry about is this team being disciplined and not jumping off sides. I was going to add discipline, but I decided not to add discipline because I have harped on it, I have harped on it, I have harped on it, and if it's not fixed, I am going to talk about discipline so much during the season that I just didn't want to add it here. I wanted to just live in a delusional world that discipline was going to be fixed. And so that is why I didn't talk about it. I let it be what it's going to be. However, let me know what you think the keys to success are for this Colorado Buffaloes team. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.